Hello everyone and welcome to Photo Finds. I'm your host, Gavin Hatch. This past week I spent a very chilly but not very busy day at the Universal Orlando Resort. Now in the past couple of weeks up at the ticket booths and at guest services, some guests are lucky enough to receive one of these buttons here that are celebrating the 25th anniversary of Universal Orlando. Now Universal opened on June 7th, 1990, so it's almost 26 years, but of course all the theme parks always celebrate things like this for a whole year, so I'm sure you'll be able to get one of these at one of the ticket booths or at guest services up until June of this year. Now not every guest gets one, but I'm sure if you ask for one, they'll be able to get you one. Something else that was introduced this week are these new sleeves for those of you who are annual pass holders at Universal. Now if you have been one in the past, the Power, Preferred, and Premier passes used to have their own sleeves with different characters on them such as Minions, Spider-Man, and the Transformers. But now they are all going to be going into this generic sleeve. Now if you're a Premier pass holder, the question is, where's your coupon for your Halloween Horror Nights ticket? Because as a Premier pass holder you get that free Halloween Horror Nights ticket. For now on, you can just walk up to the turnstiles on the night that you're going to Halloween Horror Nights and use that actual Premier pass. You don't have to go to a ticket window to exchange them for a free ticket. So that makes it easier on yourself. Another thing though that changed with the Premier passes, they no longer offer the 8 complimentary bottles of water. So there's no longer free water with the purchase of the Premier Pass. Nothing changed with the Power Passes except the blockout dates, and also the Preferred Passes are the same as far as I know. But I do like these new sleeves because they match the magnets that you get as a pass holder now to put on your car, so it's all tied together, it's all the same theme and marketing, so it's really cool. Recently, these signs were added up in the courtyard in the front of the park near the turnstiles and guest services lobby. I guess guests were getting lost trying to find bathrooms and lost and found and guest services, so now these signs are here in the flower bed to help point you in the right direction. Let's go take a look at the progress happening over at the Hello Kitty and Betty Boop store. As you can see here, there hasn't been any dramatic changes to the exterior of the building, so there must be a lot of stuff going on inside, but you can tell they're working on this every day. But there still has been no announcement on when it's going to be completed and what we're going to be able to experience inside. We know Betty Boop's coming back, we know Hello Kitty is being added for the first time ever at Universal Orlando. So I wonder if there's going to be meet and greets inside, if it's going to be kind of like hands-on experiences as well as retail. So I'm really interested. I hope some information comes out soon. Something that's kind of interesting is the heart from I Love Lucy is still out in the courtyard. Now across the street from all that construction, there are some refurbishments going on at Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. The attraction, which is the most popular one at Universal Studios Florida, went down on the 7th for refurb and was scheduled to open up today, the 12th. Of course, when I'm recording this, it's not the 12th, so I was told today that it might have been delayed, so it could be open today, it may not be, but it did go down for some refurbishments after the peak season, which is not uncommon because during peak season those attractions are running at full capacity and being pushed to the limits, so they need some time to rest. Now the Super Silly Stuff store was open and you can go inside and meet with the Minions and take photos with them. They're usually here even when the attraction is open, so guests were still able to do that. Now in the afternoon, it was still chilly out, but with that sun shining down, it was really just a perfect day to spend in the parks. It was perfect park weather, and guests were really enjoying just that music plaza area to lay down and relax and take a break from the rides and the crowds. But I did notice that Street Breaks was out here, and it looks like this is one of their new areas where they perform, which is a really good idea because you have lots of guests just hanging out there, and why not give them a little entertainment? Now they are not the only ones who recently changed their location for performances. Straight Out of Food Truck is now performing over here across from the extended queue area for the Transformers attraction, which I guess was pretty nice because during peak season crowds, that line was being used. So I guess that gave them some entertainment as well while guests waited in line. Now right around the corner, Sing It is still being performed in the regular spot. That has not changed, and this is actually really cool. Sing It is got some pretty good talent, so if you have not been to the parks recently, when you go next time, check them out. They are really great. Take a look here. You can see on the side of the building where Twister used to be, the sign is still there. The Twister logo has been removed, but the sign is still in place. Not a lot of changes have been made out here since our last episode of Photo Finds at Universal, so they must be doing a lot of work inside the building. But we still got quite some time before Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon does arrive in 2017. But since our last visit to Universal, they have completed this facade here. It was repainted and refurbished, and it looks really great. The color pops. It looks very realistic. When you're far away, when you're close up to it, it looks great. I hope they do the rest of it because there is even more of the skyline there behind this New York City library. Alright, so let's hop over to Islands of Adventure and check out some of the construction going on at Skull Island Reign of Kong. This is scheduled to open up in the summer, which is going to be here before we know it, and by the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be finished pretty early in the summer, which is great for those of you who are going to make some late summer trips to Florida. It's really coming along. It's huge. It's absolutely gigantic, and it's very detailed. It's just getting better and better every week. There's a lot of new sculptures and rock work out here. Lots of the painting has been completed, it looks like. And you can even see skulls popping up around the rock work and also on these, it looks like bamboo sticks. So it's going to be such an amazing attraction, and you can see they're doing a lot of detailed work on it, and it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. Behind the construction walls, you can see this outdoor structure has been installed and built, and I don't know if it's going to be for a food vendor. It might be part of the attraction, but it's very themed. You can tell it's going to go along with the area very well, and I like how the drainage system there is copper, so it looks really cool, and I'm excited to see what this is going to be. I think it's probably going to be for food. Now, the day I was in the park, it was around 3 o'clock, and it was still in the 50s that day, so it was a pretty chilly day. There was a constant wind, so I was hoping for some warmer weather, but a lot of guests were enjoying it because obviously they're traveling from areas where there's snow right now, and they were also enjoying some water attractions like Jurassic Park and also Ripsaw Falls. So I caught lots of guests were riding those, and the wait times were about 25 minutes each. So I was surprised to see wait times like that on a day when it was so chilly outside. Now, if you get off the attraction and you're soaking wet and you need a change of clothes, of course you can buy plenty of clothes in the parks. Now, I noticed these new t-shirts for 2016 are being sold all around the park, and it has the Universal Studios Florida logo on it and features some characters that you find in both Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. Now, the shirt features 7 different characters that you'll find at Universal Orlando Resort, but the logo on the shirt shows the Universal Studios Florida Park logo, and 3 of those characters, such as the T-Rex, Cat in the Hat, and Spider-Man, are not found at that park. So the logo should have been switched with the Universal Orlando Resort's logo instead of just that park logo. Over in Toon Lagoon, Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges is currently down for refurbishments, and this is the time of year that they usually do that to this attraction because it usually is pretty cold outside, and this attraction gets you soaking wet. It's really fun to do in the summer. It's my favorite water attraction, and usually when I come out to the parks to do this ride, I come prepared. I always have my bathing suit on that day and bring a plastic bag for all my valuables so they don't get soaking wet as well. It's a great attraction. So that area of the park is actually closed off right now while refurbishments are done. There is like a indoor playground area for the kids behind the attraction, which is also closed. So the entire section is being redone and should be opened up probably by the end of this month or next month. Over at the Incredible Hulk coaster, you can see that there is construction going on almost every day, but there has not been what appears to be a lot of change yet. There's no track yet in place, and there's still no word out on what exactly is going to be done to the attraction. If it's going to be the same type of ride vehicles, if it's going to be a whole new track layout. Again, it's kind of like the Hello Kitty store. I want more information. I wish I can give you more information, but it's still very exciting, and it's going to be returning this year. I don't think it's going to be here by summertime by looks of it, but Hopefully I'm wrong, because I want to get back onto that roller coaster. That was my favorite. And it would be good to have both that and Kong open at the same time. In the comments below, let me know what your thoughts are on the Incredible Hulk. Do you feel like it should be brought back to the way it was? Do you want them to do something completely different? Do you like the old style, the old track layout, but just to enhance it? In the comments below, let me know. I'm very interested to see what you have to say. When I was in my car leaving Universal that day, I snapped a picture of the Lighthouse at Islands of Adventure. You can see here, they were doing I brought you pictures a few weeks ago of them painting the lighthouse, and they have continued and gone all the way up to the very top, and you can see it looks really great. It has kind of like a gold tint to it, which makes it look even better, and I don't know if it's been this color before in the past, or if this is the first time they've decided to use this color. But it looks really great. I'm happy with this, and next time I'll get even better pictures, because this was from far away in my car, so I'm sorry about that, but it looked great, trust me. Also, on my way out, I wanted to grab as many pictures as I could as I drove past the construction site for the future home of Sapphire Falls. This is going to be the 5th on-site hotel. I think it's going to be, might be my favorite. Right now, Portofino holds that title, but this might replace it. Sapphire Falls, the concept art looks beautiful. I love the theme, and I love how fast this is going up. It's incredible how they have done, like, it's gone from dirt to what you see here in a matter of like 4 or 5 months. It's incredible. It's a 24-hour job. They're always having crews there throughout the night and all day long, and it's just going to be a fantastic resort right next to Cabana Bay. And it will have waterway access into the parks, into City Walk, and I'm so excited for all these things. This is a really, really great year for Universal. This year and next year are going to be just so much growth and a lot of progress, and you can see here, it's just coming along very fast and efficient. Now, if you drive down Turkey Lake Road right now, you can see there is also progress over at the future site of Volcano Bay, Universal's water park, that is scheduled to open up in 2017. So this is coming along pretty nicely as well. There's already some buildings. Looks like they're going to be service buildings. I don't think they're going to be guest areas, but there are buildings going up over in that area where the water park is supposed to be located. And again, construction teams are there. I don't think it's a 24-hour job for them right now, but they are there all throughout the day, and that's moving along, again, very fast, very productive over there at Universal. And when you drive by, you cannot miss this giant mountain of dirt over by Turkey Lake Road. Before, it used to be over by I-4, but I think that one's gone, and now it's over here by Turkey Lake Road. So they're saving this dirt and using it for the construction. It doesn't look like a very big job site. So I wonder how big this water park is really going to be, but the concept art looks amazing. It looks like it's going to be pretty big. I wonder how they're going to pull that off. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into Topher the squirrel while I was in Seuss Landing. He was looking to get some green eggs and ham, but I think they were closed that day. Say hi to Topher for me in the comments below, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Both of us would really appreciate it, as always. Well, that does it for this week's edition of Photo Finds. I hope all of you have a great week, and I will see you next time. And make sure to subscribe to Orlando Attractions Magazine. Check out Florida E-Ticket on Saturday, and get out, have fun, enjoy the parks.